Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Hi, Megan. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I am doing well. We want to welcome everybody to another edition of Chamber Connections. We're glad to have you joining us today. We have got a great guest lined up for you all. Margot Fosnes is the Economic Development Director for Robertson County, and she's going to join us and talk a little bit about unemployment, how you can file, some of the things that are going on. She's got some good resources. She's also going to talk about jobs that are available. But before we bring Margot on, we are going to talk about some chamber challenges.
Yeah, of course
All
we
right.
are.
Megan, you ready?
Yes. All right. So our recent one that we have going on is our Fashion Frenzy. We will be having a live fashion show tomorrow here on our Chamber Connection. So make sure you tune in for that. But until then, make sure you post pictures of your outfits that you've gotten from local boutiques here in town. And you'd be entered to win a $25 certificate to Hummingbird Hymns, Home Sweet Home,
Honey Run Boutique,
Red Boutique,
White House Market.
Yes, any boutique in town.
That's right. And if you're too shy to post a picture, then tag your favorite boutique. So we just want to get some entries in, and we want to get some notifications for our businesses to show them that local love. And then we also have got a Get Up and Dance challenge.
So much fun. Sorry about yesterday's little glitch when I was trying to show y'all a video, but this is a fun challenge to get you and your family, up and dancing and to release some of that stress or just sitting down. Get up and dance, and you'd be able to, you could get I get so tongue-tied when I say this.
They get a free summer session from Dance South. So
I don't know why I can't say that.
I know, but you can dance, you just can't talk today, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So make sure you post
the
videos in the comments.
That's right. Post your videos. And then we want to tell you too about COVID-19. They have got drive-through testing at the Robertson County Fairgrounds. If you need to get tested, they are testing Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you need a mobile testing site, that is the place to go. And they will get you in and out very quickly. However, I have heard that the test is not very comfortable. So even though it's quick, it's not comfortable. And then we wanted to talk too about shopping hours. Our friends at Sam's Club are doing something exclusive for our heroes, and they have got special hours on Sundays from 8 to 10. So we'll post that on our Facebook page. But if you are a frontline hero out there working for us, know that you can go to Sam's and get your shopping done before you go into work. So at this time, we are going to bring Miss Margot Fosnes in, and she's going to talk to us about things that are happening in Robertson County and things that you guys want to know about regarding unemployment. Hello, Margot.
Hey, Margot. Hi. Good to be with you.
Thanks for joining us. So we're going to kind of hand the show off to you and let you talk about some of the things that are going on. I know that we have got quite a few people unemployed or furloughed or laid off right now. So they are interested in how they can receive some benefits. But then we also have a lot of places in Robertson County that are hiring right now too. So there are opportunities out there for people. And we want to make sure we share all of that with them. And we're also taking comments or questions from Margot. If you want to leave a question in the comment section, and we will try to get that answered. And if we can't answer it, we'll find the person that can. That's right.
That's right.
All right, Ms. Margot.
All right. Well, obviously, there's a lot of unemployment going on. A lot of people have been furloughed. Northern Middle Tennessee, which is our region, has been particularly hardest hit over the last month. And that's understandable because this is where most of the job creation has been taking place in Tennessee over the last couple of years. The latest figures are going to be coming out today at 1:30 from the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. So they'll be posting March unemployment rates at 1:30 today, and I'm sure we're going to see a big spike. In February, our unemployment rate in Robertson County was just 3.1%, which was among the lowest in the state. And we've been very fortunate with that. But of course, we're going to see a change in that. Just over the last 3 weeks, unemployment claims in Tennessee have been 39,000, 94,000, 116,000, and then last week, 75,000. So hopefully we've seen a peak in that. But we're going to continue to suffer from these issues as businesses are closed. Across Robertson County, our industry is kind of a mixed bag. We're very fortunate in Robertson County that we have a very diverse manufacturing base. So we're not all reliant on any one sector. We do have some industries that are reliant on the automotive sector. They're suppliers to the automotive sector. And as you can imagine, most of them have furloughed or shut down for a period of time. But some of our industries are still going and still hiring. Notably, Macy's, which is up on this eastern side of the county, up in the Tennessee-Kentucky Industrial Park in Portland, they are still operating and they are hiring. They're always hiring. Lowe's Distribution Center, which is on the western side of the county along the I-24 corridor, they are hiring as well, and they are a distribution center for the entire Lowe's network. So if you order from Lowe's.com, it comes from that center, and they are hiring as well. I have a post. Robertson County Economic Development has a Facebook page, and if you go to that page, we have a pinned post on that page which has links to Macy's and Lowe's, their hiring links, so you can check them out. Also, of course, with the people staying in, the grocery stores and Walmart, Kroger and Walmart are both hiring. We have links to their job postings as well. And then particular to Robertson County, we have a company called Premium Food Delivery, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. Everybody's using them, and they're hiring. They're ramping up, and they have been a lifesaver to so many of our restaurants across Robertson County. They've been in existence a little less than 2 years, and during that time, they've really helped our restaurants to expand their sales without having to expand their physical footprint. And now in the last 6 weeks, they have been a lifesaver as restaurants are converting over to curbside takeout and delivery services. So Premium Food Delivery is also hiring. Another site that you might want to check out, which is on the Tennessee Department of Labor website, there is a link to it, but it's tngrocer.org. And they have something called the Tennessee Talent Exchange. And so they're posting job openings from grocery stores, retailers, restaurants, hospitality industry that are still operational, and warehouses like Sam's and GFS and those sorts of things. So if you're looking for a temporary job because you've been furloughed, that is a great resource, the Tennessee Talent Exchange, and it's tngrocer.org/jobs. So that's a great resource. As far as unemployment benefits, we are very fortunate because of the CARES Act that self-employed folks and independent contractors are now able to apply for unemployment benefits here in Tennessee. That has not been the case before now. That has been a little bit of a backlog. Most people who have tried to apply have been very frustrated with the process. It has taken some time for the Department of Labor to get those portals up and running and to get all the kinks worked out of the system. If you are self-employed and you try to apply, a lot of times you're going to hear or you're going to get a response that you're not eligible or you're eligible for 0 benefits. Don't be discouraged by that. Go ahead and let that application sit. They will get to you. And rest assured that when they do get to you, you're going to get those benefits backdated to when you applied. So they went live, the federal benefit, the additional $600 a week that is coming from the federal government, was started to be available on April 3rd. So if you apply before April 3rd, you're going to get that money going back as soon as your application is approved. In Tennessee, the maximum unemployment benefits per week is $275. And these newly eligible self-employed and independent contractors will get 50%, up to 50% of that benefit, plus the $600 benefit that comes from the federal government. So that's a really wonderful benefit that's been extended to people who normally don't have access to those benefits. And I encourage you to apply for that if you've been if your business has been impacted by this and you are self-employed or independent contractor or a gig worker. I've got a really good question and answer sheet that came from the Tennessee Unemployment Insurance folks that I have shared with Mandy, and she's going to put that out there available to all of you. It's got some live links to videos that help walk you through the process of applying for unemployment insurance. It has question and answers for every eventuality from self-employed to regular unemployment insurance. So that's a really great resource. And these things, just be patient. These things are taking time because of this unprecedented demand for unemployment benefits and because of all the changes that have happened at the federal level. But hang in there, and eventually you're going to get those benefits. Good news is I've noticed that some people are finding that their stimulus checks are getting deposited into their accounts, and that's good news too. On the other fronts of grants, I know you had Ray Render on to talk about PPP and EIDL grants. Both of those programs are shortly, or today it was announced the PPP program has been oversubscribed now, and so they have hit the limit on the funding that was approved by Congress for that program. If you have already applied for that through your local bank and it's pending, you should be okay. We hope that Congress will be acting pretty quickly to extend that and increase the funding on that soon. So to stay tuned on that one. Another thing I wanted to mention is the census. We're all stuck at home. We have access to the internet, so it's a good time to fill out the census. Robertson County is at 50%, 50.4% right now in our self-response rate. That ranks 28th among the counties in Tennessee, so we need to do better. Tennessee's average rate is 48.9%, so we're above average, but we're not anywhere near the top. Just for comparison, Sumner County has a 52.8% response rate, and they're 14th in the state. As far as the individual cities go, White House is doing really, really well. They're among the top cities in Robertson County for self-response. You're at 56.4% as of today. Coopertown's at 58.5%, and Springfield is at 42.7%. So Springfield needs to get on the stick. We need to increase that. This is really important to all of us. Our federal tax dollars come back to us in the form of payments through the census demographics. It's very important to get an accurate count of who's here in Robertson County, what our city populations are. So haven't done it yet, fill it out. It doesn't take any time at all. It's really easy.
That's right. It takes about 3 minutes to fill out. And it's so important to our cities and our counties because that's where we get that funding. So every single person counts. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if every person that lived in your household as of April 1st is who you need to count.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
if you have
right.
a college student that's living at home, they count. If you had a baby that was born on April 1st or after, that baby counts. So everybody counts. And if you've got a parent or a relative that's living with you, they need to be counted too. We want to make sure that we get all of those counted. And then that information too becomes useful in economic development, right, Margot?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's, everything, every time I work on a request for a company that's looking for a site and maybe interested in Robertson County, that demographics that we get through the U.S. Census is really important to us. They're looking at population density and education levels and all the information that the census collects. So please fill it out and please be as accurate as you can.
Yes, absolutely. And we did a Facebook Live about some new businesses that are coming to White House. And one of the questions on that Facebook Live was, why would we need another business like that here? And, that business has done a whole lot of research as to why they want to come to White House. And so they know that there's leakage, which is money going out of our community. So they know that there's money to be had, and they're not going to open a business on a whim. So some of that information that they use is directly from the census, and to see where some of those people are and their spending habits and things like that.
That's right. And, it's interesting. It kind of came to the forefront with the governor talking about cell phone data and people being tracked by their cell phone data to tell the movement. And that's no surprise to us who have been working in the retail recruitment industry. Cell phone data is huge. It's collected all the time and has been for years to help us tell who's shopping at the White House Walmart, who's shopping at the Springfield Walmart. And so retailers who are trying to decide where to put those businesses are looking at that data all the time. So, Big Brother's out there watching, has been for a long time. That's no surprise.
Yes, yes. We just want to make sure that it's all used for good.
That's right. That's right. But you know, it is good to see some new businesses happening. I don't think that, I think that we're going to see some impacts from this for a long time on the economic development side. I know already that the leads that are coming into the state have pretty well come to a halt. Most people that were looking for a relocation have sort of put those plans on hold to see how things shake out. But on the other hand, I mean, I'm optimistic. I think that there's going to be a lot of pent-up demand when we do come out of this, and that people are going to be making purchases and shopping, and that we're going to see our industries and our economy bounce back pretty quickly.
I hope that you're right. All right, Margot, do you have anything else you want to add? I'm going to pop up the jobs4tn.gov website too. It's another great resource. We don't have any questions right now, but if you've got anything you want to close with, if we have questions come up, we can definitely direct them to you.
Sure. Happy to answer any questions. We have been trying to keep in touch with our industries across the county on a regular basis. We started a weekly call with them, and it's been a good way to keep in touch. We've found that they do have questions. I think that the one I'm going to come out of this with a real increased appreciation for is how fortunate we are to have Northcrest Medical Center in Robertson County. There's a lot of counties in Tennessee that don't have a hospital anymore, and Northcrest and their staff and Randy Davis, their CEO, have been sort of leading the way on the public health initiatives, these calls every afternoon, sharing information. Randy has been invaluable to our industries in helping them decide how to screen their employees, what are the best practices for that, and how to handle it. Our health department has been excellent, but we really are fortunate to have a community hospital here that's not controlled by anybody but our own board of directors, and they're making decisions that are best for Robertson County alone. So kudos to Northcrest.
Absolutely. I could not echo that sentiment more. Randy and Chris Locke, they jumped right in very early and started a county task force and created daily calls giving updates. I believe the first call started on March 14th or 15th. So they were really early out of the gate and very progressive. They're not being reactive, they're being proactive. And we're very fortunate to have that kind of leadership here in Robertson County.
Right. And, the good news is, yesterday we started hearing for the first time that, there is some hope that the trend may have peaked in our area, and that Governor Lee's plan will be that areas that see a sustained drop off in new cases will start to get to figure out how they can get things opened up, and that it won't be a one-size-fits-all solution in Tennessee, that it will be based on our area. And in Robertson County, we've been very fortunate and held it down pretty well, and so hopefully we'll be one of the first to get opened back up again.
That's right. We're already working on reentry programs here at our chamber. I know the Robertson County Chamber and the Economic Development are working on reentry programs for their businesses to make that transition as smooth as possible and make sure that we get the word out for everybody so that the consumers know where they can go and the businesses have got the resources that they need.
Another thing, just this popped into my mind, and I've said early on, we're very fortunate to be in an agricultural county where we have wonderful local farmers and farm stores that are still available and still supplying meat and vegetables and eggs and milk that we know where it came from, and we know who the people that are producing it. And so, I think we're in really good shape here as well, and we've been very fortunate to have those outlets available to us for all this time.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah, local sourcing is very important, and we are super fortunate here in Robertson County. Well, Margot, thank you so much for joining us. If we have any more questions come up that we can get your help with, we will pass them on to you.
All right.
Thank you, Margot.
Sorry, I cut her off a little too quick. I was too quick on the button. Sorry, Margot. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am going to show you one more time. If you need testing, the Robertson County Health Department is doing testing at the Robertson County Fairgrounds. They have drive-through testing Very simple process. You pull in every car Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They are going to start testing on Saturday, or have just recently started on Saturdays. That's Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. I am fairly certain that those tests are no charge to you, so you can go through and be tested. They do a little screening beforehand before they do the test, but that's a really good resource. And then they also have testing sites in Sumner County as well, at the Sumner County Fairgrounds, and one other place that we will post in the comments once it comes back to mind. So Megan, just real quick, our challenges.
We got the Get Up and Dance Challenge. So make sure you post your video of you dancing in those comments below for an opportunity to get summer dance classes from our friends at Dance South.
And tomorrow we've got Fashion Frenzy, a virtual fashion show. So tune in at 12:30 and we'll see some fashion from Hummingbird Hems, Home Sweet Home, and Honey Run Boutique. And then we want to tell you just briefly about our senior showcase. We are so sad for our seniors. They are missing a lot of fun in their senior year, but we have partnered with Tal Plumley of Farm Bureau Insurance, and we are going to recognize those seniors in a special way. We'll have more details coming soon, but we will be asking you to send your seniors, your graduating senior high school or college photos to us at the chamber, and then we will be posting those on the billboard in town to give them a little bit of extra recognition and let them know that we are all thinking about them. So thank you again for joining us. Got anything to add, Megan?
Everybody have a great day. Everybody have a great weekend. I know we'll see you again tomorrow, but enjoy the sunshine.
The sunshine, exactly. Yes. All right. Well, thanks. And we will see you guys tomorrow at the White House Area Chamber of Commerce. We invite you to discover White House.